One. And we're live. Hello, everyone.
What up? Still a
We're-
Renekton only here. Back doing some.
What would if Renekton were a D&D character? What would his class be?
He would be a barbarian.
I was gonna say either barbarian or fighter.
Yeah, he's got cleaving attack. He has life steal. The more things he hits,
Yeah.
definitely barbarian.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear armor. He just goes full damage.
Yeah. But yeah. Welcome to another exciting edition of Dragon Hoist after a couple of weeks off for life and holidays and everything.
The world's slowest hoist.
Yeah, you know, we had to hoist this show uphill for a couple weeks, so it took us a little while to get here, but here we are. We'll
hoisted.
We'll start off as is tradition before we start the actual game with Puppy Watch. Jim, how's Doc?
Doc is good. He is growing up.
Oh no.
He has.
Is he in his terrible teens yet?
It's terrible twos.
Oh, he's been there, but now he's starting to explore his body on a toy that we have. It's like a
Oh boy!
If you recall,
Oh, boy.
Mr. Bill, like, oh
There's
no!
a lot of changes going on.
It's a very apt noise for him to make because of the
Two
diagnosis.
changes.
Oh boy.
He hasn't quite fully figured out the mechanics. Like, he knows he's supposed to be doing something, and he's
Right.
got the potion, but it's not quite making.
It doesn't quite work out right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
It's
Oh
only
boy.
this Mr. Bill doll, which is very funny because it's like the only toy he has that's a person.
I mean, he's identified his interest. He understands. You know? He's learning.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He's coming.
so that's been good.
That's exciting. That's
That's been a thing.
That's an exciting time to be alive.
yeah, wow.
Just gonna
Nice.
practicing.
Exactly. We'll go around the horn. John the Vlad, how are all of your animals? You have several of them.
I have 5, yeah.
You have many.
Yeah,
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
you know, they're all doing
They're all-
good. I got Anya on my feet here.
Anya.
She's just kind of.
She's down there somewhere.
Oh God, shake a can.
Oh god. Oh.
That very.
D&D directed by Michael Bay. Here it is.
There she is.
Anya.
Underneath my feet.
There she
Yeah,
Look
is.
at the
artistic-
darkness. Look at the
The art-
darkness.
The
That's all you
artistic
can see.
crotch shot.
Yep. There it is. Yep.
Oh,
That's
Lou's
good.
on Lou's on Twitch. Oh no.
Oh no. TOS.
Mm.
TOS for our 2-viewer channel.
Right.
Yikes.
Watch out, they'll demonetize.
Yeah. Not that we're monetized anyways.
It's the
That's
apocalypse, Steve.
that's good. How's Zara?
She's getting so big.
Yeah.
She can't come in here right now because my room is currently a storage for all of our bathroom shit because our bathroom's torn apart. On that wall,
Well,
on that wall is
I
a
see.
bathroom,
Right.
and it's just a bare floor.
I see.
So,
Gotcha. Well, maybe next week we'll have to get some Zara cam action going on, or on if we play Strahd on Sunday. or whatever.
on side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Cool. Excellent.
Anya has
That's
a
good.
toy.
Anya
Mhm.
has a toy.
That's her favorite toy, Mr. Horsey.
She's like
Horsey.
she's trying.
She's
Thanks.
like, come on, man.
Thanks
Come on.
for showing the stream, Anya. She's
Show and tell.
There it
Aw,
is.
She's so good.
What a good girl. That's good. All your other animals are doing good, hanging out.
Yeah, you know, cats kind of survive by themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're good.
Roxy's good.
Yeah, everybody's good.
Excellent.
Everybody's doing good.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's see. Over here in Cat Town, John, how's Frosty the catnip cat?
He's been good. Sam is actually away for the rest of the weekend, so I'm taking care of Frosty all weekend. Doing the feeding and litter biz. I usually don't. I usually get all of the upside of cat and none of the downside, and now I have to balance it out.
With great cat power comes great cat responsibility.
That's right. Now I am the cat lord.
You're
In the home.
You're the cat dad now.
That's right. I'm cat uncle.
Kunkel.
Yes, Kunkel. That's me. Kunkel John.
That word.
Yeah.
So that's been pretty good. Yeah, he's not super high right now. He hasn't been all day, but I assume we'll get a taste soon.
Yeah.
He'll get
Nice.
that taste, and then I'll be done with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me go close my door real quick. One sec.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Sam. Don't talk about your cat or anything.
Oh, I'm waiting for my intro. I'm not breaking format. Jeez.
I don't know, man. We play fast and loose over here.
Are we?
I
You
was
made that
gonna-
American
I
flag.
was-
Is that
I
the
was-
game from Jackbox?
Yeah,
That
that's
was
one of the
from
shirts
Jackbox.
that we made.
Yeah,
That's a really good American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Ford who was playing with like a mouse and a keyboard and therefore cheating, as far as I'm
we
concerned.
don't actually know how we got it.
Oh,
but
no, that was a stock image. Someone like hit a
Yeah.
safety drawing.
Yeah.
Fun
Oh, no
fun
shit.
fun fact about that shirt. Marissa bought it.
She actually bought it?
Really?
Yeah, she wore it at the 4th of July party that we were
Oh,
at on
yes.
I
Saturday.
need to see that. That's so
It
good.
was
So good. She's
It
my
was-
hero.
It was
I
real
need to
good.
see that. That's so great.
Ping her in the Discord. I'm sure she'll send you a pic.
I would love to.
But before you do that, tell me about Boomy. And then we
Boomy
can-
is somewhere. He's been fine.
That's
A little
good.
bit anxious. A little anxious more than usual, but I mean, he lives. He's a cat. He's living up to his namesake of being a total spaz.
Excellent.
So that's all there is to it.
Yeah. My dog went to the vet for a checkup today. So she had an ordeal. She doesn't like doing she doesn't like doing anything. She doesn't like being picked up. She's got to be picked up to get put in the car. She doesn't like. She has to get picked up to get weighed. They had to like give her shots and everything, but she's back and out of it, but chill, and is about as good as a 14-year-old dog can be. So
Yeah,
Good.
big chillin'.
doing
she's
the best
healthy.
she can.
You know who's not big chillin' though is your guys' party, because as we can see from this excellent map, this excellent rendition
Oh, in the alley?
in
Yes.
the alley, clearly
In
defined
an alley?
in an
And
alley.
alley. And alley.
Last time when we played all those eons ago, you guys had some stuff happen, some stuff going on. You were in the dock ward searching for a Nimblewright, a very specific Nimblewright. You found a Nimblewright that wasn't yours and was also belonged to a whole bunch of troop of weird pirate clowns who you talked to, and the situation after a strange chase sequence got diffused. And then you, while discussing what was going on heading back, your little Nimblewright detector went off, and you found this alley with these bandits who were disposing of what seemed to be a large body of some sort in a cloth. You attacked them, getting very close to death on a couple of occasions. What the even though one of them was put to sleep pretty quickly, the bandit captain and the priest proved pretty formidable. While Badger, you confirmed that in fact the thing was
Body.
is in fact
Yes.
your Nimblewright son.
My son. Yes.
Yeah. And I believe that the last thing that we had happen was one of you killed this bandit captain. I forget who it was. 'Cause
Probably John Webb.
I think.
Probably.
Oh, didn't you like crit a chaos bolt at this nerd?
Yeah, I think so.
You like fried him, and then in the aftermath, everyone battle scarred and bruised. The last thing that we see is this bandit who was previously put to sleep by Kildrim. We see his eyes opening, and as we fade in on the fiction, let me remove the little sleepy time from him. We see his eyes dart open, and I'll say that so we're still technically in turn order, and it's technically his turn. But I'm gonna say that he spends this turn. He's prone. He wakes up and he like looks around and he like sees his dead friends, and he spends his turn kind of like being like all disoriented, and not knowing what the heck just happened. So that's what he's gonna do for his turn. And then Leoric, it is your turn. So you see this foe vanquished.
Yeah.
And in so doing, the other bandit wakes up and like is looking around and like sees his friends and like is reaching for his weapon.
Well, I think, as is tradition for the past, several moments of how things are going to go, I'm going to go lob myself on top of him and force him prone.
Okay, you want to grapple him?
I would love to grapple him. It's going to be a grapple, but the aesthetic is the dog pile, as we've had several of.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. So you have to come up into melee range with him and make an attack. And if you can hit with the attack, then it will
strength.
No, just make an attack.
Make an attack.
Make an attack, yeah, and then it replaces with a grapple.
Okay.
Number to beat here is 12.
Can we do it?
Okay, so you do it, and now there's the replacement of turning it into a grapple. So you make a strength check, and I'm going to make a dexterity check to try to escape, and we oppose each other.
Is it the saves? I forget. You have to forgive me.
Athletics.
Clicking strength itself.
Athletics check. Yeah.
Well, do you have training in athletics? Because would that be?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Well, just because I can also click strength, so I didn't know which you prefer. I'll just click athletics.
It's
I
the
think
same.
they're functionally the same.
Yeah, it's functionally the same. 11.
All right, he rolled a natural one. So...
It's very groggy.
He rolled
He's
a
very,
net.
very
He
not.
rolled so the thing automatically rolls with advantage all the time, and he rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Wow. Dodge that bullet.
So you dogpile onto this guy. Do you do anything with the rest of your turn? Do you say anything to this guy, or are you just like?
I think the rest of the like, as he yells dogpile and dives on, says, "All right, we've got him. Now let's take the information we need."
All right, Harlan, it's your turn. You saw this bandit get up and start reaching for a weapon, and then you see your cleric friend just like swan dive onto him and knock him prone again.
I want to like soccer slide next to him, put him in a one-arm headlock with a dagger to his neck, so we can extract info.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think you at this point you have this guy pretty much at your mercy with his failure of that
So
natural
I
one.
do
So
that.
yeah, okay. I think at this point, yeah, we'll say at this point we're out of combat order. We were depending on how that went, we might have still been in combat order, but you guys made short work of.
Is the nimble right awake?
No. Yeah, so let's actually we cut from this action-packed dog pile moment to this to Badger from your perspective, and you're like pulling back the cloth, and can you make a are you looking, or are you trying to like do an examination? Because you can make either a perception or an investigation check.
I think I would be investigating. I want to like. I know that it's my son. I investigated in combat. I remember
That's
that.
right. Yeah, and you investigated enough to know that this is the one you're looking for. But like this, you could do another one to like ascertain the like what's
yeah,
going
like
on
is
here.
he hurt?
Yeah.
Is it hurt? I don't know. They hurt, and then okay. 7.
Not his. So you pull back the sheets and you see that like this is in fact the full body of the Nimblewright. You know, he's kind of like straight out in the darkness here, and he's not moving, or they're not moving, and you can't really. You're looking around and like. You know, you're good with like tinkering and mechanics and stuff, but like this is like complex on a level that you don't really understand. At least not right after fighting a bunch of bandits in an alleyway in the dark in the middle of the night.
Yep. Hell yeah. So I run over to the guy who's dogpiled on, and I brandish a knife. And I pointed at him and I go, "What were you doing with my son?"
Yeah, and so as we pan over, like, we see this guy who's, like, on the ground, pinned by Leoric, with Harlan with a knife in his throat, with now another knife pointed at him from this tiny little gnome.
So many knives.
And he's like, "Oh, you're what?"
this robot boy! My child, my sweet baby boy!
You should be asking fewer questions and spilling more answers.
Well, I don't. We were disposing. We just had to dump this in the alley.
What exactly is this?
I don't know. A bunch of cloth.
What? No, it's the Nimblewright. It's Nim. It's Nim's. It's
Boy,
Nim's
you
thing.
Spill your guts before I do.
Make some sort of roll, like an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
You can have advantage because I think that you're being helped. Okay.
I would argue you're probably getting some help.
One would argue. One could argue for advantage here. Yeah, so you get a 19, which is good. Yeah, and he is answering truthfully, and you get the sense that like, because he says like, "Oh, I didn't know anything about what we were transporting. We were just told to bring this over here and dispose of this package." And like, as he's kind of like spouting this information, you get the sense that like this dude's like a fucking lackey. Like he was just told to go do a thing. He doesn't know.
Yeah,
well, who are you working
Choke
for?
my way up the hierarchy.
Yeah. And he his eyes kind of like dart over. He's like, "Him," and he like the camera pans to the dead bandit captain.
Who is he working for?
Yeah, I don't ask the questions. I just come and help, and sometimes I have to fight, but that's about all I do.
How do you not know your boss's boss?
I don't get paid to ask questions. I get paid to be there for jobs.
Well, shit. Where did you come from?
Just down the way over there.
What? Where did you find this thing?
Are you part of a larger organization, or are you just a freelance lackey?
Who gave you this robot? You mean literally just you were standing over there and somebody walks up to you and says, "Hey, take all this shit and get rid of it in that alley," and you go, "I guess so."
No, someone gave the robot, I guess. Someone gave it to him, and he came to us, and we were supposed to dispose of it. I didn't even know what it was. I just knew it was a bundle of something.
Well, fuck.
I believe we have captured
God.
the wrong man for information.
Come on! How long ago did you get it?
Wait, I don't know, an hour or so?
Jesus. Fedra throws the knife down.
Your little heart can't take this.
Yeah.
My poor boy.
Yeah.
My boy's been through the
Alright.
ringer.
The guy's like,
I'm
so,
gonna start rifling through who he said was in charge's belongings.
alright, make an investigation check.
Still not moving for him, by the way. He's still squished.
Yeah.
Who's letting that out there?
He's...
I start rifling through the wrong person's
Yeah, yeah. So you go to her and you start rifling and you find
You're going through fucking badgers.
you
shit.
find a chain shirt, a mace, a holy symbol,
Several holy symbols.
A couple of no, you're and then at that point you kind of look and you realize as we kind of like, because the camera at this point has just been like a close up of Harlan with like your hands off screen as you're rifling, and as the camera pulls back, we realize you're going through the priest that's dead.
Well,
but I have no idea, so I just...
Not that one. No, the other guy.
The other guy, though I need that symbol eventually. So.
I'll investigate the other guy.
Oh, he said he was in charge.
An old
All right.
14.
On him, you find. Hold on. Let me tell you.
What do you find on him?
You find you find 10 gold.
Oh boy.
You find studded leather armor. You find a dagger that looks kind of like worn and pitted and kind of crappy. You find a scimitar, which is slightly nicer looking, though doesn't look any particularly any more special. And then you also find a map. And I'm going to.
Now we just need to find a compass.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a moment to find the spot where this map is. But you find a map. You find like a piece of paper and you unfurl it and you see you find this map.
Nice.
And you look at the map and it says, "Hola, Dora, soy map."
Yo soy map.
Oh boy.
Can you say map?
Can you say murder? Murder.
Jesus.
Can you say criminal undertaking? Can you say poor hierarchy?
Can you say 15 to life?
Oh, I have this. I never showed this to you guys. You want to see what Urstel Floxen looked like?
Oh, yeah.
Do we know?
I'd love to know what Urstel
There you
Floxen
go.
looks like.
The ship has sailed on that being relevant.
Still.
There you go.
Did we wait? That's him.
That's him.
Did we see him?
I think we might have seen it before.
No,
I don't think so.
God
No,
damn
you-
it.
We definitely haven't.
You haven't seen him, no.
I'm trying to remember. Did we ever see Ursula Floxen himself?
No, but you would have seen like
No.
you might have seen like the I keep wanting to call them the Bluecoats. The City Watch would have had like a wanted poster of him because
They might as well be Bluecoats. They are.
Might as well be.
They're in my head. That's what they are.
Why is he all Bernie?
Who knows?
Man, come on.
Maybe if you found him, you could have asked him.
We tried.
Yeah. So you have this map. What are you doing now? The bandit guy is like, so.
What does the map look like?
Huh?
What does the map look like?
It
Like a sheet of
is.
paper with lines and geographic landmarks.
You could make
Oh, that's what I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Make a perception check to try to figure out what the
Try
map
to
says.
read a map.
It's hard to tell. Like you can tell that it's a map of like somewhere in Waterdeep.
I forgot how to read. I'm so distraught over my child behind me, my robotic son.
It's definitely some sort of map, and it's got a big X on it. But it's hard to tell.
I throw my hands up and I shove it in Keldrum's hands and I walk over to the robot.
Mm-hmm.
Keldrum, you
Can I
have
make-
a map now.
Can I make an? I can't get up. Damn it.
Yeah, but like as we like pan back over to you, the bandit's like, so you gonna let me go? What's going
Hell
on?
no!
No, not yet. We're still not done. We don't know what's going on.
Tell
Here.
no tales.
You're a criminal!
I mean, we're also criminals at this point. But that's not the point
You
right now.
attacked us unprovoked in an alleyway.
You were kidnapping a robot.
Yeah.
Is that so? Is that such a crime? I mean, it's just a robot. It's just a construct.
Badger, would you please
Shut the hell, Badger! Like almost lunges at him.
Hold me back! Hold me back, Kildrum! Hold me back!
It's all relaxed.
It's a goddamn person.
Chill out.
Actually, no. Stature says that it is in fact a person, so it has rights. Thank you. Oh no.
Fucking right.
Who said it has rights? It's just a construct. It's someone's creation.
Oh, you are cruising for a bruising, my friend.
Aren't we all just creations, though, in some way?
Well, that's a much more deeper conversation that I would love to have with you in an event where you weren't pinning me to the ground.
I'm just gonna bash him with my elbow and just give him.
Yeah, you like Flugunk. He takes a point of damage and he's upset about it. He's just like,
perhaps if we let you live. Anyways, Kildrum, bring me the map and I'll look at it from down here. And I would like to make a nature check on that.
You're muted, my friend, my brother.
Why am I...
There he is.
Steve, will you allow a nature check on that?
You have a map.
There's no nature to be had. It's a
so
map.
Hand it back to you upside down.
It's a map of a. It's a map of a city.
I was going for like the tracking aspects of nature, but all right.
You can make a survival check.
Yeah, survival.
Well, that sucks. So I'm just gonna make a perception. 22.
Sure. All right. It's a map. It's a map of the trades wards. You recognize it as You recognize it as a map of the trades wards, and on the X as you're kind of like looking, it says Fenris Storm Castle on it.
Oh shit!
Boy down there.
Oh shit! You gotta get my notebook.
Who's?
Yeah.
Construct below me. Who's Fenris Storm Castle?
Who are you asking?
The boy I'm squishing.
Oh, he's like,
I called him a construct because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I don't know where'd you hear that name?
It's literally on the map in front, like kind of picks his head up with one hand and like pulls him by the hair, and like it's literally in front of you.
I've never seen the map in my life.
Is that where you were supposed to be taking him?
I don't know.
God, you're useless. All right, well, at least we have the okay, so we need to go find this person because that's either where your boy came from or where he was going. So I think we have our next lead.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Now, what do we do about this guy here?
Ooh, I'm sure in favor of painting the town red, if you catch my meaning.
Do you have a brush?
I've got a blade.
Well, you can't very much paint with a blade, can you?
No, it's a... God, you are the worst thief. Even I know that terminology.
Oh, it's one of the metaphors.
He's a thief, he's not a murderer.
Whatever. Y'all, criminals know those things, don't they?
Never took a class for that.
Have you taken any classes?
He took a magic class, clearly.
No, I did not do that either. No.
Oh.
No, he's just a natural talent.
I'm not going to be mean here, so okay.
You should consider going, you got natural talent. Consider taking a class. You could really, become a master.
I'm not one for books.
Talent and effort.
All right.
Kill it. You'd crush it, man.
Speaking of
I'm just saying, if we spilled his blood in the street, he wouldn't be telling anybody about us.
Shit. What was the name? Fenris what?
What's my...
Fenris, Fenerus, Storm Castle.
Storm Castle.
I mean, I guess of all the dead people here, he's the one who didn't actually try to attack any of us because he was taking a nap.
The proper thing to do would be to just turn him into the authorities, I suppose.
In reality, he didn't actually commit any crimes because he was napping.
Well, I mean, he did commit a crime trying to steal this boy.
Let's just
then fine.
let's just leave him tied up in the street. We can let the police deal with it.
Yeah, it's just, bury him in the sand up to his neck and just let someone else come upon him. No,
Just-
too far? Too
Just
much?
put him back to sleep.
I'm also okay with that.
Who? Wait a minute.
Can we erase his
Do you
memory?
know who Fenrir Stormcastle is?
You know he didn't. I already asked him.
Degenerate? Oh, damn.
I already did that.
Oh boy.
I already did that. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do with this guy?
I think putting him to sleep and just leaving is probably the safest option, honestly.
He knows what we look like. He could describe my beautiful outfit to anyone.
Change your clothes.
I beg your pardon. Do you have any idea what statements I've made with this outfit?
I mean, do you have anybody you could contact who's good at getting rid of random bodies?
Let's just turn him into the police. What's the question here?
Yeah, let's just bring them over to the Blue Coats.
I think that's the best.
The blue coats.
The Blue
That's who
Coats.
they are. What do you mean? That's who they've always been.
That's always what we call them as criminals. I mean,
Here-
come on.
here-
They've always been known as Blue Coats.
Here in Duskfall.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It would
nice,
be-
fine. Let's take him over to there.
In water Duskfall.
Water
who they
Waterfall. This would actually be a pretty fun adventure to like mod into Blades in the Dark.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's also like at this point, like as you guys are kind of like coming down from the adrenaline of combat, you realize it's like, I don't know, like the equivalent of like 1 a.m.
Let's just leave him for a watch. Someone will get it.
All right, fine.
All right.
Don't want to scare him a bit.
Is there anything else you can tell us before we leave? Out of the kindness of our hearts, leave you without doing anything else bad?
What what do you mean? What do you want?
Do you know anything about Ursula Floxen?
I mean, I know he's a Zantara.
That's a Forgotten Realms ass name.
Yeah, wow, that's an incredibly Forgotten Realms ass name.
Yeah, damn right it is. It seems really relevant to all of our interests, just by name alone. However,
he says, yeah, I mean, he's a wanted criminal, isn't he?
just like you.
I mean, I don't know what else you want from me, bud.
I'm just mad about my son. Badger like kicks him in the shin and walks away.
I mean, Badger, if you want, you can knock him out, and we can drag him that way. We can take him there that way.
What?
Would that help you? Would that help you feel better?
Jesus, no. I don't want to abduct the guy.
Listen, I'm letting you have the chance at redemption for your boy. I'm just offering it before we make put him
No,
to sleep.
let's just go take care of. Let's go take care of this robot.
Okay. Would somebody like to put him asleep and/or knock him out for us then?
I can do that.
Please do that. He's gonna complain a lot if he's awake.
Oh, are we taking him with us?
Well, we're dragging him out to just into the street so like the police can find him.
You know,
I don't know about that. I would recommend we just leave. What do you think is worse if if somebody finds him in the alley or they're walking by and they watch us drag basically a corpse into the street and walk away?
All right, that's fine. Whatever. Listen, I was
Trying
just
to
trying to.
scare him.
I just was trying to do the light thing. Y'all can do whatever you want.
I mean, I can put him to sleep and he can stay here. He doesn't have to be on a street to be found.
That's fair.
You know.
Seems good.
Or I can
Yeah.
scare him into not talking ever.
Both of those are okay. Both
Like,
of those seem okay.
About us ever. So, dealer's choice. I'm the dealer. Your choice.
I'm obligated.
Just knock him out. Just let's go.
Sleepy
Alright,
dude.
we're
That's
wasting-
it. I'm over this asshole.
Sleep.
All right, roll.
Cost a second level.
Enjoy your nap.
He's real asleep. Can you choose the targets of sleep? Have we been over this?
No. So I'm gonna say, everybody back up. About 25 feet away from him.
I can't.
Um,
Well,
You have we not like talked and gotten off of his butt?
no, I'm still on him.
Okay, then
Isn't
I'm
it
willing-
a matter of hit points?
yep.
yeah, it's a matter of hit points. I mean, I can wake up you if
Yeah, you
fall.
can.
Yeah.
you can always
So
wake me
you
up, it's
so it's a 20 foot radius.
20 feet of the point. Yep.
Yep.
Starting with the lowest current HP
Yeah. So
in ascending order of current.
so Leoric goes to sleep first. By
I'll get up 10.
you go to sleep by 1 because this guy's got 11 hit points and he goes back to sleep. And you rolled 25, so yeah, the rest of you are fine. But like, Leoric just passes out on top of this guy.
Oh, look at them! They're so cute together. I take a mental snapshot because that's not a thing.
Yeah, put
And
it on.
then,
Put it on fantasy Instagram.
yeah.
Does anybody have a way of marking skin?
Whoa.
Like a mark
branding.
a marker for marking skin? Like a drawing?
Oh, I understand what you're saying. I'd rather not risk waking him up, you know.
Oh, not him.
Oh.
Yeah. I take out an ink pen.
Yeah, let me check my inventory.
I have an ink pen.
All right.
It says it right here in my inventory.
All right. So who's
yeah, hell yeah.
so who's doing this?
Not me. I'm out.
Badger draws a speech bubble on his cheek.
All
Aren't
right.
you? Aren't you? Nobody-
Make a sleight of hand check. Leoric, make a perception check at disadvantage. so Leoric, you wake up. You're like and you wake up and you feel like weirdly groggy, like magically groggy, and you just feel like something like kind of like pressing into your cheek.
What is that?
No, sorry,
Badger,
don't worry
what
about
the
it.
shit?
No, don't worry about it. It
No,
was
I'm
nothing.
worried about it. That was definitely not nothing.
No,
What was
you
that on
had a
my
thing.
face?
You had a thing. There was like a smudge on your face. I was just trying to wipe it off. When you fell asleep, you like clunked your head onto the guy, and I don't know where he's been. He had some shit in his hair, and I think it got on your face.
Badger.
I was just trying to get it off.
Badger, you're holding an ink pen. I'm not. I might be waking up, but I can see that.
Yeah, this might also be the thing that I was trying to smudge off.
He like rolls off onto the ground and is just like, "Oh, you guy." I can't say I
Yeah.
don't deserve it though. Okay, let's go. Let's go find this guy.
Let's go to sleep, eh?
I mean, yeah, I do feel better after that 30 seconds of sleep.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna take
You're
my
welcome.
boy home.
I feel better after the 30 seconds of sleep. I would love
Yeah.
7 more hours of that.
Please.
Yeah, so are you guys carrying the nimble right back?
Yes.
It's all you, Badger.
Yes.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'll help you out.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for brevity's sake, it still takes you like a while to get home. Like by the time you get home, it's probably like, you know, the equivalent of like 2:30 a.m. And you make it back to Troll Skull. and
You have beds yet? I'm not sure of the timeline.
no, it's only been like a day and a half.
Oh, okay.
You see that there are like kind of like the markings and beginnings of like the projects to like, you know, put a door in and like
Nice.
do all of that. It's a
Very nice. Money well spent.
Yeah. And there's one working chair.
All right.
Taking
Taking a seat.
Yeah, so you guys get back. You have the nimble rate. It's, you know, ass o'clock in the morning. You guys gonna go to sleep?
I'm definitely gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go trance.
Before we go to sleep, is there any way for me to know how to wake up this robot? Like, can I make like an Arcana check, or
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check and give it a go. 14.
14.
What do you do? Like, what does this look like as you're kind of like trying to figure it out and put it all together?
I'm trying to like think of the way that like I tinker, and like the way that like gears and mechanisms like fit together when I make like say the fire starter or like a little music box or something. And then I'm trying to think of what would be like magically animated to like kind of spur like that kind of like continuous like motion.
Right. Yeah, there's like it's all clockwork automation, but there's like you kind of like find this spot that's supposed to be like this it's like the ignition, like it's what starts the whole clockwork process of going. And yeah, like you're gonna spend you're gonna have to like spend more time figuring this out, like to find it. So we'll say you spend another like 45 minutes to an hour after everyone else goes to sleep, trying to find this little thing on him, and you're like kind of like going through, like you essentially have to go through his whole body, like from head to toe, trying to find it. And then like after like an hour of looking, you find what you think might be what you're looking for.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep and we can wake him up in the morning.
Okay. Cool. As you guys are going to sleep, Harlan and Kildrum,
Oi.
you go into your respective rooms, and you find you both find, I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys share a room, right? You guys have your own rooms.
I took the master suite. I don't know who crawls in there after me.
You guys both find little scrolls, like a little scroll tied up with a fancy looking ribbon with the Harpers pin on it.
Unravel that shit.
You're gonna look and read it before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh well, first I'm gonna check over my shoulder a couple of times.
Make a perception check.
I just want to make sure nobody's watching.
Badger in his sleep is like tossing and turning, like Harpers are real.
You look over your shoulder. You glance over your shoulder. You don't see anyone looking.
I'm gonna check one more time. Oops, like misplaced.
You glance over your other shoulder. You notice that you don't see anything.
Alright.
Yeah. So we kind of get this like kind of split screen cam of the two of you reading this together. And it reads,
I read very slowly.
I was gonna say, Keldrum, do you know how to read?
I read with my finger, like, welcome, Kale, Durham, Dreb. Damn it.
it reads that.
Letters are hard.
If you want to read it
I see
aloud.
it now. Uza Solizef is an old woman who sells books out of a narrow 3-story building on Soren Street in the Trades Ward. Hey, we have a map to that. To have trapped a monster in her shop and fears for the welfare of her books and her cat. So a book and cat eating monster. The City Watch isn't likely to lend a hand given Uza's propensity for tall tales, but the Harpers owe her a favor. You'll find her sobbing at Felzoon's Folly, a tavern in the corner of Soren Street and Salabar Street. Make haste!
Who are the Harpers? Who are the Harpers?
Never heard of them.
After I finish reading that silently to myself, I go find Keldrum. Oi,
Okay.
you get, and I see him struggling to read his note.
Arlen, what's sobbing? What's that mean?
Oh, I just look, relax. Let me explain. And I relay the message.
Okay.
Okay, I get some.
Verifying that his note says what my note says first, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
They both say the same thing.
So, in the morning, perhaps we can find a reason to convince our friends to go check it out.
Yeah, I think.
I forgot there was just a
the
giant
thing to do.
badger token on the map. The city.
Hell
map.
yes.
Oh, Lord.
Here.
Yeah, I'm
Get-
for it.
Get back to
I
your
am
own
Badger,
size.
Destroyer of Worlds!
Hear me!
Yeah, so I've got a little bit of business in the morning, and then maybe we can persuade our friends to take a little trip.
What you gonna do in the morning?
You know, when I was fighting earlier in the alley, I felt that I'm always swinging with me right hand. My left hand's not even doing anything. I was like, what's that all about? I bet I could use this hand at the same time. I'd love to get another rapier and use them both at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
What an ingenious
So you'd be
idea.
like bidextrous.
I don't know, that's the word.
Two dextries.
I would be multi-wielded. You know, I'd be like a Neverwinter army knife.
I would be using double the weapons I could possibly use.
So like one would be a corkscrew.
I just feel like it'd be more efficient if I had 2 blades instead of 1. If I had 3 hands, I'd carry 3.
Yeah. I mean,
It's just, you know, one of those mid-combat revelations.
If you have extra hands, you can put more weapons in them.
figuring I'm only stabbing one guy, I can stab 2 guys at the same
Exactly.
time.
Why?
Same guy
Thus, the
twice.
Simic were born.
The more holes that we poke in his belly, the more of his guts I can drain at the same time.
Interesting. And how does that help you steal?
Well, it's easy to steal from books. And that's about the end of that sentence.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know, yeah, that's
Given,
cool.
since we've been travelling with these other friends of ours, I've gotten into more scrapes and scraps than I have in my entire life combined.
Oh, yeah,
I might want to be more efficient at it going forward.
Don't you guys just know spells? Everybody else knows spells. You don't know spells?
I can't say I do. And it's interesting that you say no spells, since it looks more like you just kind of channel some inner energies and not really, you know, chanting any spells per se. But
Well,
What
some
do I
spells you
know?
don't talk about. You
I
just
just-
wave
I
your
just-
hand and things happen.
I'll just stab people.
He just stab you.
Well,
Anyway, you have a
Okay.
nice night. I'm gonna go
yeah,
to sleep.
yep.
We'll try and persuade our friends in the morning, and I'll see if I can get to the blacksmith.
Tip top cheerio.
Nice job.
And
Sure.
what all that stuff that fancy people say.
Yeah. Excellent. Anything else before y'all go to bed? Leoric, do you have anything you would like to do before going to bed?
Not a damn. He's literally just going to be trancing and occasionally just going, like, just rubbing at where the ink was going to be, thinking he didn't get it off.
Yep. Cool. So you guys all take a long rest, and in doing so, become level 4, technically.
Woo!
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which I told you guys at the end of last time we played that
Yeah.
you guys would.
That's
you
the
guys would
first
do
time
Oh,
I've
shit.
ever
Oh yeah, we
played
did.
a
We
level
did level up.
I forgot.
Yeah, that was
Forgot
fun.
about that.
Yeah. Also, everyone take inspiration. For
I already
all
have
the.
inspiration.
I still
do I
have
get twice?
I've
inspiration.
never used it.
Well, then that's your guys' problem. Sorry.
You get
Gotta
more. We
use
get
that
more
shit.
inspiration. I'm sorry.
No,
Get
you
double
can- you can-
inspiration.
you
Can you
know-
get like lucky?
No,
Even
you
though
can.
the character sheet has such a big bold icon, I always forget of that inspiration.
You can only have one inspiration at any given time, and also remember that you have to use inspiration before a roll.
What is it? Hit dice plus con
For leveling up, yeah.
for HP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's balls. Okay.
Well, it's just it's just a hit dice because I think hit dice automatically adds your con.
Yeah,
So you
well,
get
my con's 0, so I don't care.
yeah, a whopping 2 more HP. Hefty.
Yeah.
Also, when I
Um,
use the character master to level up, it won't do the
Oh, I didn't
HP.
think about that.
It'll do it like an insane amount more than it should be.
Really?
I don't know if I'm doing it wrong.
I have no idea.
It was last time. It's not now. But
Yeah.
like I did my average,
Mhm.
and it gave which would be
Average would be 5.
5 hit points
Add your bonus,
plus
or
1, so
was it-
7, and it gave me like 9. So I don't know
Weird.
what happened.
I don't know. Either way, I trust you all to sort all that stuff out.
I
Who
did
took
last-
who took? This is the either the stats up or the feats level.
I took feet.
Who took what? Yeah, I know you took a feat.
Oh,
you
yeah,
took you took 2 weapon fighting, right?
I took dual wielder.
Yeah.
Which is why I was talking to Keldrum about remembering that I had
Getting-
a second hand in
Getting
combat.
more rapiers.
Oh, I gotta remember about that.
Yeah, dope. Keldrum, what'd you take?
I think I took Warcaster, but I don't know if I
Mm,
actually established if I was going to do that or not.
Yeah, I think I remember
So-
you talking about that.
Warcaster
That's exciting.
for now.
Warcaster's a good one.
Actually, yeah, it's Warcaster.
Badger, what'd you take? Or are you bumping stats?
I'm doing it right now because I could not do it last time for some reason. Roll20 was
That's
bugged
right.
out. I just remembered.
That's right.
Yeah.
However, the character mancer won't let me pick a feat. It is grayed out.
That's
Oh yeah, it doesn't let you do that. Yeah.
yeah. They should all be in there though. So like,
They're
if
not.
you just go into the compendium and type in a feat, you can drag it into your character.
I see. I'm probably gonna take a feat.
Mm.
I just manually leveled up. I didn't use character man.
But I do not know
Character mancer's
what
fun,
it's gonna be yet. So I'll get back
Yeah,
to
I mean,
you.
what are the chances of you guys getting into combat 2 sessions in a row? Honestly, heavens
you know, I'm
heavens
working
forbid.
on it.
Heavens forbid you have to roll initiative again in 2 sessions, in 3 sessions even.
It's a lot of work.
I know.
Yeah.
After we went through that slog of how long did we go without a combat? Like several
For
months.
real.
It was a while.
It was a long time.
It's
Um,
While.
many sessions.
It was
While.
Yeah.
quite a while.
So the evening passes relatively uneventfully.
What did you do with a Friday?
For
Everyone.
Rogue, literally the only thing that changed at 4th level was a feat.
It's either feet or stat up for everyone. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, level 4 is the same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I asked what feats. What
Unless you're a
feats does
fighter.
everyone had?
That's why it was easy enough.
Unless you're a fighter.
Well, I mean, level 4 is the same either way.
Yeah. So, the night passes uneventfully. Everyone wakes up, and Badger, you wake up an hour after that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice and rested in, like, the early afternoon, because you had to get 8 hours. Actually, you
What?
You
2 and
wake-
8 is 10 in the morning.
huh?
2 plus 8 is 10 in the morning.
Is it? That's fair. It's like depending on how early afternoon, it still technically counts. It's fine. You wake up to the sound of like a loud bang.
Oh.
And it probably, yeah, we probably stick with like Harlan at the
Again.
start here, and you hear like a bang, and you hear another bang.
I instinctively reach for a second rapier I don't yet have.
And then you hear like a thunk 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 thunk,
Oh, they're working on it.
and you hear like thunk, and then we pan over to like Kildriv. As you're waking up, you start hearing like you hear like someone sawing, and
That's rather rude to start working without seeing if the inhabitants are home. All right. Let me go form in this project for a minute, and I'll get my cap on and my clothes and everything, and head downstairs.
Yeah, you go.
What's going on?
Yeah, you go down and you see Tally Solvenar and some of like a couple of other folks that you presume work for him, and it looks like they're putting together a large
door
piece of wood that is probably a door.
Good morning,
says,
Tally.
Harlan, good to see you.
Hey, very nice to be seen.
I
was sleeping, but I'm glad to see the work's going forward.
Yeah, we weren't sure if you were home or not, but we figured get up bright and early and begin, full day's work and all that.
Absolutely. Looks like you're making a door?
A door, yes. The door on the mansion right now is a little, and like at that, it like it falls over.
Yeah, it's a little that. You're right.
So yes.
Oh no, you're woodworking. I'm looking for weapons. Never mind.
Oh, you could go over to
yeah, the couple, the pair over there.
I forget. You'll have to forgive me. I forget their name. Embrick and Avi. Embrick and Avi. Their shop. It's right across the street from mine. Yes.
Right. I did remember that. Well, this is wonderful. Help yourself to anything that's in the cabinets.
Pan over to the cabinets, which is like cobwebs. Like a tumbleweed falls out of the cabinet.
And great. Do you know if they're open? Oh, well, you should be. It's late in the morning. Excellent. I'm gonna take my leave. Try not to wake up the rest of them, but it's probably about time they get up anyway.
Yeah, it's about this time that like Kildrim, Leoric, you were up beforehand, right? Because you only have to sleep for like 4 hours or something.
Yeah, I was trans, so I probably was here when they started and just sitting there irritated for the most part.
Yeah.
I wish my friends didn't have to sleep twice as long as me.
That's gotta be rough to be like the only elf in the party. Just like.
You get used to it.
Catch up on my reading.
Got time.
Jeez.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, I'm gonna of my own volition, I'm just gonna head towards the weaponsmith.
Okay.
Navi, and look for what they got.
All right. I don't mind me. I'm just looking up the cost of a rapier. I now know the cost of a rapier. Yeah, you.
Curious if I want to use a rapier or not.
Okay. Well.
Could be any one-handed weapon.
It could be. So you head on
so
over.
I want to see, what do they got? Any of them look particularly fancy? Maybe black and red in their decoration.
No, like I mean, like we can just montage it real quick, but like they're like they'll sell you any standard weapon, like like anything, like they don't have anything magical, but like like a short sword or rapier or daggers, like they have all that kind of stuff. They all look fairly standard, but they'll Avi, who's the water genasi, will offer to modify and embellish any of the designs for a nominal fee if you would like.
I see. Well, I think I'm gonna still go with a rapier.
Okay.
It's just it's what I know. I'm already good with this one. I might as well get a second one.
Yeah.
Keep myself in balance.
Yes, of course. I mean, you seem to know what you're doing with this one.
Well, I do say so myself. But yeah, if you wanna give it some sort of a black and red motif, kind of like this one, but its own beast, so to speak.
Yes. I'm certain that we could help you if only my any like kind of like husband would get up and start the kiln. and you and you hear like just a low kind of like grumbling in some language that you don't understand from the back.
That's great.
Yeah, and he says, give us half a day, and we'll have it done for you for an extra, we'll say 10 gold, so 35 altogether.
Whew, you drive a hard bargain, but when you want something custom and right, you go to the right place and pay the right price.
Yes, fashion is the most important.
I like the way you talk. This may be the first time I've ever purchased a weapon at full price. I mean,
I like the way that I talk too.
Right. So, 35 gold pieces.
35 gold pieces.
He looks in his bag and realizes he's a little short. But remembers that he's got bars of gold in his
Well,
backpack.
didn't you spend the bars of gold on the house, or did you have extra?
We spent all 8 of them? Wasn't that $2,000? I thought the job was 1,000.
Let me just check my. Yes, it was 1,000. So you have 1,000 left, right?
Yeah, in exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we can say that you have it. It's like not a you can have gotten them exchanged off screen. It's fine.
Okay. So I no longer have gold bars. I've got the equivalent of.
Yeah, we can just like say you have gold pieces. That's fine. Yeah.
9 minus 35 is 996.
Yeah, and however you guys want to distribute that as a party, or unless Harlan's hoarding it all, or he's your banker, whatever works.
Oh yeah, the 10 gold that I looted off that guy, I handed out to everybody, so we all got like what 2.5.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, I don't ever assume that unless I'm told explicitly.
Well, I do. We're a team.
Okay.
I mean, I do hand it out.
Yeah. So, Avi says that he will take care of your transmog job for you as soon as his lazy good for nothing husband wakes up and turns the forge on.
Well, I very much appreciate it. Thank you, sir. That's very nice.
Yes, of course.
I shall return at a later time. You said about an hour?
About half a day.
Is that what you said? Half a day. Sorry.
Yes. Just to fold the metals and color them and.
So if I can't come back in a half day today, you'll hold it for me, of course, yeah?
Oh, but of course.
Wonderful. Then I shall see you at my earliest convenience.
I cannot wait.
Wonderful. All right. Well, goodbye then. And head back home.
Yeah, you come back to
really like scratching my head. Like I didn't try to negotiate. I didn't try to steal it. Am I going soft?
What's wrong with me?
You're a homeowner now.
The upright citizen.
Yeah, that episode of Always Sunny when he gets the Prius instead of his Range Rover, he just becomes like a basic dude.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are all at this point like in the time that you did that. We'll say Badger, you woke up, and everyone is now down in the tavern area, ready to start the day with the sounds of construction happening around you.
Excellent. Oh, gentlemen.
Brother.
Yeah, you too. The map we got yesterday was to the trades district?
Yep.
Correct. That's right.
Look at that dog. Oh, she's
What,
so cute.
where was there an X on the map? If I remember correctly,
Yeah, it said
Yes, there was.
Fenris Storm Castle.
Fenris Storm Castle. May I peruse it? I'd like to look at the map, please.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I'll
have
give
it.
it to Lyric.
Children had it. Yeah, Lyric has it.
Yeah, I guess. Here you go.
Excellent, thank you. I have some familiarity to the trades world, you know, being a businessman myself. And what I'm looking for, Steve, is to see if the X is anywhere near where the note said that the lady's house was.
Make a investigation check. You peruse the map, and you kind of get the sense.
Can you put the X on our map of Waterdeep?
Oh, I don't fucking know where it is.
I thought it was just a thing you could like enable, right?
Let me see if I can. Anyways, while I work on that, you guys are in the North Ward. Let's see
North.
the trades wards. The king in the North Ward. The North Ward. Haha. I did in fact. No, that's the X that you guys made.
That's from the dock ward. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
In the trades, I thought it was like you could like you did with the yawning portal. I thought you could turn on key locations.
I can. I just don't know if I have this particular key location. I'm looking for it. While I'm doing that, you look, and it's not like a whole map of the trades ward. It's like a map of like a certain section of it. But you do not see. It does not seem to be. In this section, you don't see any indication that the bookstore is there.
So, all right, this is nice. Good to know. Yeah, I'm familiar with that area. You know, Keldrim, you was recently talking about your spells. Don't you think it might be useful for you to go to a library or a bookshop, perhaps, to read up more about these spells?
Oh, like find a scroll?
Something like that, yeah. You know.
See, I can't learn from scrolls. I can read a scroll.
Reasons to go to a bookstore. You know, you can fill in the blank. Just might be something we want to go. This is me in the trades ward.
I've never tried, so I guess maybe.
Don't you just think it might be a good idea, though?
I mean, Badger's the more readed one of the casters here.
Yeah, what? You want to go to a bookstore? Why do you want to go to a
I don't want to
bookstore?
go to a bookstore, no.
Harlan, why do you want to go to a bookstore?
I just thought.
Do you want me to
children
teach you things?
might want to go to a bookstore.
I mean, I could probably find some books for you if you want. Yeah.
Well, we have to go to the bookstore for you to do that. So why don't we go there on the way?
Look, it sounds
to...
like my brother wants to go to the bookstore, so let's go to the bookstore.
Let's just go to the damn bookstore.
I'm into it. I like books.
I'll try
and
reading
stores.
some scrolls.
You never know. I mean, you know,
can
it didn't take
peruse.
me. It didn't take me right away to learn the spells that I learned. I had to practice, so maybe give it a shot. And
Just
it'll
go to
take a
the
little
damn
while, but you know,
bookstore.
you might have a good time.
I doubt it, but I'll go.
We'll figure it out.
It sounds too much like school.
Also, I've decided what my feat is going to be.
What's it gonna be?
Magic Initiate.
Hell yeah.
I'm a sorcerer magic initiate because I've been spending a lot of time with Keldrim.
That's awesome.
And I have two. It's because Badger's been spending a lot of time with Keldrim, and he realized, you know, not everything needs to come from book. Maybe I can get a little creative. Maybe I can kind of, you know, massage my spells a little bit and get them to do some different things that they, you know, wouldn't expect.
I bet at the bookstore you can learn a lot about how to do that.
That seems kind of counterintuitive.
Oh God. Okay, I'll read. I'll try. You'll have to read it for me. Is the thing.
Look,
Fine.
you know, I'll teach you something. You teach me something.
Great.
Okay.
Exchange of information. I love it. Let's go.
I put a circle in the trades ward where the bookstore is. By the by,
It's gonna
Where is
take us an
that?
hour to get
Where
there.
is that compared to the X?
Doink,
it's
Doink. doink,
a ways away.
doink.
I don't have an exact place for you, but it's fine. So you're heading towards the trades wards. You can either go to the bookstore first or to storm castles first.
My drive is to go to this bookstore first because the super secret organization that I'm not a part of, nor does it exist, has instructed me to do so.
Did you say that out loud? Oh, we lost Jim.
Oh no.
No, not Jim.
You're so worried about the bookstore.
He said it. He
literally left for the bookstore.
He mentioned the Harpers out loud, and they doxed him. him and all of his internet.
I didn't mean to click the button that reset.
Say Harlan, I didn't know what that word "book" meant. I didn't know it meant book.
You're not an invalid. You're just not learned. What
I don't
happened?
know.
You know what
The
a
brain
book
dog,
is.
man. The brain dog was only 2 days ago.
Good God.
That's
really
the best.
that recent?
That's the best part. No, it was like 3 days ago.
I feel it in my head still, man.
What happened to the team?
God,
We're
that's
a
great.
team. Do
I
you
get
even
it,
remember any of our team stuff?
I wrote that stuff down.
Oh,
can't
right.
You wrote it down. It's like a bunch of like stick
It's like
figure
drawings.
drawings. Yeah. I
So there's
love
this
it.
one's there's 2 birds and a stone rattling towards it. That one's 2 birds
My
and
good
a stone. 2 stones and a bird. This a picture. This picture of the guy lying on the floor with the bottle next to him.
Look, you don't have to remember everything. Just learn to follow my lead.
Okay.
Just yes and, improv. Just go with it.
And
Alright, we'll work on it.
Oh, I love it. Kildrum is quiet most of the time, but when he talks, I love it. All right, so you guys head towards the bookstore. The Felzoon's Folly is the name of the bookstore. You guys travel montage, heading through the city to the trades ward.
Traveling in montage.
And you arrive outside the bookstore. You see we like kind of like crossfade, and we fade into like a weathered old sign. We would have like a commercial break here if we had one of those. And we fade in on a faded sign that says Felzoon's Folly on this like storefront. It's like right up against a bunch of other stuff, and we see.
I believe it's a tavern and not a bookstore.
So,
Oh, she's sobbing at the tavern. She's
Yeah.
at the bookstore. That's right.
oh
Boy, I really
yeah,
messed
Find
that
her.
one up.
got you. Okay, I understand. You get to this tavern.
Well, no, we went to the bookstore.
Yeah,
because-
you go.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
going to
that's
the
it.
bookstore.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
so
change
you
reality.
so
Left of the bookstore.
we sorry. So Felzoon's Folly is the tavern. So we fade in on a weathered sign that says like I don't know, fucking books or something. I guess.
Something, I guess.
And we kind of like we see that and we pan down to the 4 of you outside, and there's like the door outside, and there's a little sign that just says closed, and there's like it's like locked. There's like no one in front of it.
Oh,
The
Well,
place
that's
is
a
called fucking books or something.
Fucking books, I guess.
I guess.
We should have seen this coming, really.
Oi, who's that over there down the alley over there? He says to Badger and Leoric.
Oh shit! Is it the guy? Is he back? You found a different alley?
Felzoon's fine. You know, I think this bookstore's closed, and
Does he actually run this bookstore?
We could knock.
I apologize. That's a shame. Let's just have a drink.
It's like 11 in the
Isn't it
morning.
yeah. Harlan, are you okay?
Oh wait, I am quite parched though.
Yes.
I could use a ale.
We can both use a drink. Because I have to go. You know, it's not far from here.
I mean, I bet there's another bookstore.
This is
No,
the
it has
one
to be
that's got
this
the
one.
books
Like,
alike, though.
I mean, if we're gonna do some learning, it's good. It's good not to give up. You know,
But
pursuit of knowledge is very important and noble.
So
We're
now
just gonna get a midday.
I'm losing all like. I'm just getting frustrated. I'm gesticulating with the note.
Yeah, totally. The
Like,
note
I really
which on the back of it has the Harpers seal.
Yeah. I really like this bookstore, and I think after a drink,
Is this a Harper's Connect?
Oh,
I don't know.
God
I don't
damn
know.
it.
Oh,
He just like eats
sure,
it.
all right, yeah, lead the way. Yeah, let's go find a Harper's person.
I don't know what you mean, but I think that Keldrum and I could use a drink, and
Yeah, me too, I guess.
I love it. I fucking love it. So, you know, it's not far from here. It's a place called Felzoon's Folly. You remember Felzoon's
Perfect.
Folly, right, Keldrum?
yeah, it's on the corner of Sorn Street and Salabar Street.
Yeah, it's real not far from here.
Clearly.
Let's have a cocktail and relax, and then, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, we're right there.
Let's make hasty.
Let's make hasty.
Let's go.
While walking over, Badger fiddles kind of with his spells now, trying to be a bit more improvisational. And one of the cantrips I picked is Prestidigitation, and part of what that can do is make a small trinket, non-magical trinket or illusion. And I'm gonna make a Harper's pin, and I'm gonna like put it right on the lapel, just like start wearing it to
Nice.
see what happens.
Do you want to try to do this without anyone noticing, or do you not care?
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, hang on one sec. Sorry, I had the character mancer open.
That's fair.
Just gonna cancel that bit, please. Pretty please. Get out of here. Okay. Oh. And a 1.
Let's see.
God, no! It opened back up.
God.
I thought I could just close the little window. Hang
Yeah.
on 1 second.
Well,
Da 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 da.
yeah. While you're doing that, you guys are walking over towards, and then we walk like literally down the street, and we see the sign for Felzoon's Folly.
I told you it was nearby.
Let's go get a nice cold drink of
Get
ale.
a nice cold drink of ale.
Isn't it like noon?
Yes.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Is it though?
I don't know really how.
I mean,
work in
time is a construct, so technically yes, but I'm more concerned by this.
some plane of existence.
There's not enough time.
Anyway, so onwards into the tavern we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, you
Is
head
there
into the
anyone
tavern.
crying?
We'll see. Do you get your sleight of hand check sorted out there, John?
Nope, roll 20 is bugging the fuck out.
Oh.
And I
that
cannot
refresh
access
button.
I can't access my I'm gonna refresh. I
Yeah.
hope it doesn't. I hope it loads.
Fair enough.
Anyway, continue. I'll get it eventually.
Yeah, exactly. You guys go inside, and there's shockingly not that many people in here. There's a bartender, who's like just kind of like there's like not that many people here, so he's just kind of sitting like on a bench behind or a stool behind the counter, like reading a broadsheet, and there's like one bard just kind of like in the background plucking on a lyre, and like a couple of people at some tables
It's a real chill vibe. I like this spot. It's really hit. It's happening.
eating what looks to be some sort of lunch. And then there is a table with a lady sitting in the corner by herself, looking distraught.
I think maybe that's our.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's great. Kildrim, you're very observant.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't believe what's happened to my shop. If only some daring, brave adventurers could come and save myself and my poor Philippa. Oh, Philippa, I hope you're okay.
How serendipitous of us to arrive at this precise moment.
Look at us, 4 daring do-gooders.
Hey, I get that reference.
Look at that.
Do you go over to her?
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
It's
as you
related, it needs consolation.
as you so we get like kind of a close-up shot of like her face, and as she's kind of like looking at, like in her periphery, she was looking at the door, and we kind of like see it from her point of view. As soon as you guys came in, she started with that outburst, and then like as you guys are walking like kind of like in her direction and whispering, she just gets like even more hysterical and more distraught, trying to like, you know.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
And she
What
like
seems to be the trouble?
she's like, who are you, strapping young gentleman?
Why do you sound like the Blue Coats?
May I introduce myself? May I introduce myself? That was a question.
I suppose.
Just kidding. The name's Harlan Stone of the Brothers Stone. This is the other brother from the same mother?
No.
No, from another mother.
Literally no.
Yeah, no, the father was the same. Sorry, it's been a long time. Me brother from another mother, Mr.
That's the
Kilton.
phrase.
Take a bow, me friend.
I bow gracefully.
Nice job.
And
And
these are our
stuff.
companions. And as I look over to Badger, I notice a pin. Do I notice a pin?
Yeah, I'm displaying it very, very clearly.
So immediately my affect changes because I believe you're now a Harper.
I was gonna say make an insight check, but this is way better.
Yeah, no, like you're in the club. I didn't see you join, but like, so I'm like, oh, and this is Mr. Beijing Egg.
Hey,
Come on up, me friend.
hey, John.
Yeah, hello.
Can you just post prestidigitation in the chat just for no reason whatsoever?
Oh, and this is Leoric. Anyway, what seems to be the matter, me love?
Okay.
I'm still stuck in the character mancer.
No, you're fine. John Blood got it. I was just looking at the
Nice.
duration because I think it's gonna be really funny after an hour when Harlan
When it
looks
just
over and it's not
disappears.
there. Yeah. And she says, I'm looking for some brave and daring adventurers to save my poor Philippa. My bookshop. It's not far from here, and it has been beset by terrible beasts. They've ransacked my store and laid waste to many a precious tome, and my poor Philippa, oh, I shudder at just the thought.
So the bookstore's name is Philippa?
No, the bookstore is a fucking bookstore or something, I guess.
Oh my
I mean, you
goodness.
just said I pay for
Fucking
my
books,
poor.
like-
My fucking lord.
It
I
was
pay for my poor Philippa. The bookstore is what you said.
oh, my poor Philippa
There was
is
a
my
comment.
companion. She's been with me through thick and thin.
Oh, it must be your cat.
I don't know if what I would be. What would I do? How could I go on if something has happened to my poor Philippa?
Fear not, for we are traveling adventurers who just so happen to be available at the moment and not far from your shop.
I don't know that we're actually traveling, but okay.
What a fortuitous happenstance! If you were to, perhaps rid my shop of these foul creatures, I would be so thankful and so grateful.
Fret not, my love. We will. Well, me lovely, not my. That may have came off crossly.
Yes, you came out a little strong, but I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Fret not, me lovely lady. I and my companions, gesturing only to children, will happily vanquish the enemies within.
Oh, I do so thank you for your service. I hope that you are powerful enough to slay these fell creatures.
You must not have heard of me.
I can't say that I have, at least not yet, but you look very capable.
Why, thank you. I've got 2 swords now.
You don't, not yet.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Yeah.
Reality is ruining my roleplay.
Yeah, the fantasy game we're playing inside of your head. But yeah, she gives you the location, which you already knew.
Give us the keys to the store. Stay here, stay safe, and we shall return post haste.
Yeah, she gives them to you and says, "Do be careful. They seemed so powerful and frightening." And
I'm gonna get the keys in my hand. I'm immediately like torn in twain of being a hero and just stealing every book.
Oh boy.
So I pause a moment and I kind of look up and then I shake it off and I say, "Yes, we shall away."
Yeah, we'll totally take care of it. Don't even try. That's what we do. That's what we do. Pointing at the pin.
That's what any good adventurer would do.
Right. That's what we do. Heroes.
Now we're suddenly moral adventurers. Got it.
Nice.
Someone should prestidigitate Leoric a pin.
I was about to say I make another one. I make another pen and I hand it to Leoric. This one I'll try and do stealthily.
Okay.
Do I see him create it?
No.
Or do I just see him hand it over?
Hold on. He got an 18. Make a perception check.
Because my reaction would be very different based on what I see.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Okay.
Easy.
I hand one over to Lyric. I'm just holding another one.
Okay, well,
come on, man, just it'll make it easier.
I'll begrudgingly take it and just put it like half-assedly on my shoulder.
We're gonna go to this store now.
That's right. We're gonna go to the store.
And she says, thank you, and good luck on your epic exploits. And as you guys are walking away towards the door, the shot lingers on her for a second, and it pans down to under a frill on her dress, where we see the underlying of a Harper's pin under the frill.
On our way to the bookstore,
Yep.
I take Badger aside and whisper to him, "When did you get promoted? When did you join? How are you able to give out things? Why didn't I know about this?"
Know about what? What are you talking about?
We're all Harpers here. You know, you can cut the garage, but you're not from strangers.
We're what?
All right, look, it's funny when you're not in the group that we're all, you know. I had no idea you was even a member, let alone an officer who can, you know, induct others. You should have just told me. It would have saved so much beating around the bush.
Man, why do you think I'm so casual about it?
My goodness, this is, I mean, it changes everything. We're all part of the same club. We could just work for the Harpers entirely.
Perfect. Good. Yep. So
I'm
that's
going
why we
to-
should go to this bookstore.
So
I'm
you
going
must
to
have gotten the
immediately
note too,
swat
right?
at the fake badge on Badger.
You do what?
I swat at your pin and try to like knock it away.
Well, come on, man.
Roll a dexterity check. Badger, you can roll a dexterity check as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you swat at it. It's been like a half hour at this point, so it doesn't, because it's not an illusion. It's like an object.
No,
right?
it's a real thing.
Yeah.
I make a non-magical trinket.
So you swat at it before Badger can get away, and it's just like ding 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 onto the ground.
Oh.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, let me get
Hey, give me your pin
pick
back.
it up, I brush it off. And then
I'm taking your badge and your gun.
Yeah.
Seeing his pin and his holy symbol.
Yeah. Give me
I don't know about
the
it.
pin back.
No, you gave it to me.
Well,
That was a gift.
it's, you know what? You're a bad member of this club.
I
How
didn't,
dare you?
I didn't really want to be in this club anyways.
It's not a cool thing to do.
Come on, man. Jeez.
You never touch
Jeez.
you ever touch another man's pin. That's
Can't
just
believe
his
you touched my
forte.
pen.
You just
Shove it off
you
my-
already.
I'm
Look,
not
I'll give you.
How rude.
I'll give you a break because you're brand new to the club, but that's not how we behave.
You have to
Right?
take the
We have to work
Harpocratic.
together.
You have to take the Harpocratic oath.
Show a little more respect for the symbol of the Harpers. Anyway,
Thanks,
so
John.
I take the keys out.
Yep,
I unlock the door.
you do.
I slowly open it and peer around.
Hmm. Yeah, you slowly open it and kind of like peer inside, and it's very dark.
I look behind me at the three spell wielding fellows
Yep.
and say, "It's dark inside. Anybody got a torch or other way to make it not?" Wait a minute.
We can all see in the dark.
Why would you even say it's dark?
Because
He shouts at God.
Why?
Why did I not know it was dark out?
So that doesn't faze me in the least, and I continue to look inside.
Yeah, you look around and you see in your like kind of like black and white dark vision, you see a bookstore front, a bunch of books. Doesn't
Do I hear anything?
I don't know, make a perception check. We'll find out. What do you got?
I hear everything.
Yeah, you so we see you kind of like lean in, close your eyes. We see your half elf ears wiggle a little bit, and you hear like kind of like a munching, gnashing kind of sound.
Something or someone is eating someone or something.
See,
Do you want me to
mean-
light the room?
you mean chewing?
Well, is it really the different? Does it
Okay.
matter?
Right. Yeah, good.
There
Yeah,
is
good
there
point.
is
My bad.
mastication is taking place.
What?
That's a good word.
You should do that in your own home.
See, Elder, this is why we need to take you to bookstores.
We should read more.
I yell and probably blowing our cover.
Yeah, you say that and like the gnashing stops.
All right, well, we've been made. So I open the door the rest of the way and draw my rapier and my dagger.
All right. And I think because we don't quite have time to do much more, and I'm not sure how long the rest of this will take. I think you draw your rapier and your dagger, and we get like a shot of all of you, like a parting shot where we see all of you with your Harpers pins, the door flung open, and it's a shot that's kind of like it's like coming like something that's looking at you guys, and we'll pick it up next time.
So it's like behind it, over the shoulder, close up, but we're the ones in focus.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And that's gonna
Nice.
be that.
Nice.
For
That's right. The episode we all joined the secret club. That's right. We all did.
We sure all,
I mean,
We're all in on it now.
we sure all did.
you guys
We're gonna have
can
to press the digitation every hour for the rest of our friendship.
I mean, so what you could do, Badger, if you wanted to, because I assume Leoric doesn't want to do this, but if you wanted to, you could help complete this quest and as like go to Mert and be like, hey, like I helped complete this quest, let me be a Harper. If you wanted to.
Pretty sure.
I have
Pretty
zero
sure that's
interest.
what we're
So.
shooting for.
I thought they frowned upon being members of multiple clubs.
They do. You would have to not be a member of Foursquare anymore.
Do they all talk to each other and
I
say,
mean,
"This is our
Foursquare
member
hasn't
list"?
told me anything. Yeah, right. Exactly.
We haven't
How
really
they
bothered
know?
with them.
You know, it's.
I mean, I'm sure the
know
Wizard
all.
Guild will, in fact, know. Like,
yeah.
they have ways of keeping track of it.
I like to think that I know it was a long time ago, but I like to think I got across like how powerful Vajrasafar was.
Right.
Yes.
Hopefully. So yeah. So that's gonna do it on another exciting episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Dragon Hoist.
This was
Hoist.
This was fun. I missed playing with you guys.
Hoist, hoist, hoist.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, I love this.
Yeah, you guys are just crushing it with the improv and all that stuff. So we'll bid the internet adieu for the moment, and we'll be back. I want to say we'll be back next week, but who fucking knows anymore, man? We're doing Strahd on Sunday.
Sunday.
So come watch us get
Sunday.
watch John and Sam and I get murdered by a bone dragon.
Bone
'cause that's
dragon.
Bone
Because
Daddy's
that's-
gonna get us.
Bone Dad. So that'll be fun. Until then, goodbye, internet. Stay classy.
Bye.
By the internet.